Hello and welcome to another episode of Business Beat with me, Odette. Today I'll be talking to Michael and Rian from the CMO group, and we'll be talking about all things sustainability regarding the environment. And if you thought that was not for you, it also involves sustaining small communities. Michael, Rian, welcome to Business Beat. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to meet with us. So CMO, the group looks after the sustainability, not just about the environment, but also small communities. Michael, talk to us. What exactly does this mean?
Hi Odette, and it's lovely to be here and to share our story with you. CMO basically focuses on offering small communities the opportunity to trade in the mainstream market of certified forest products, which has not been possible up to now.
What exactly, Rian, is certified forest products? What are we talking about?
If a product is certified and it carries the FSC mark in this instance, it means that product was sustainably produced. For instance, charcoal. Charcoal that's produced in Namibia, it's FSC certified, and now it can be sold in the European market. Timber, all kinds of timber products, paper, packaging, everything that originates in the forest.
Michael, you told me latex gloves, and if you think about COVID and how important latex gloves are, and paper masks, right? These also come from a process of forestry.
Absolutely correct. So if we think of forestry, we're always thinking of wood products, but
Yes.
in fact, there's a multitude of products that come out of the forest, and we refer to it in our world as non-timber forest products. And medical latex gloves has actually it's totally mushroomed the sales of latex gloves because of COVID.
Yes.
But the thing is, you don't want to buy, or let's say a German hospital doesn't want to buy latex gloves if the trees from which those gloves originate is not managed in a sustainable way. And that's what FSC is all about.
I see. So a lot of us focus on sustainability in terms of recycling and in terms of going paperless. But I don't think a lot of people think about the process before the recycling opportunity, which is the manufacturing process. And then there's a step right before that, which is the actual growing of the trees and the product from which these things are manufactured. So when one drives to the likes of Swaziland or Mozambique, you see these huge plantations. But every time you go there, you'll see the trees are planted in blocks. So in April, you might go and you see one block of trees. And if you go in September, you may find that that entire block of trees are gone. But what I do notice is that there are others being planted as they go along. Is that what you're talking about? Making sure that what you take out of the ground is put back into the ground.
100% correct, Odette. So that's what we call sustainability. So you need to make sure that there will be trees forever and ever and ever.
And why is that important?
Because without growing the tree sustainably, we'll run out of that resource. And then we as human beings will be in trouble of then further neglecting the environment in order to overcome this huge void that we've created by not managing our forests in a sustainable way.
So how is it that small communities benefit from this?
Well, up to now, the benefits for small communities have been there for forestry. In fact, if we look at the whole northern Zululand coast, all those communities have established small woodlots. But the problem is that those woodlots have not been FSC certified up to now. And it has been said that they cannot comply with the FSC system.
Why?
And because of the onerous requirements of meeting these international standards.
Isn't that onerous though?
It is perceived to be, but CMO has unlocked this. We've cracked that nut to allow these small growers to, first of all, affordably, but secondly, with ease, enter into the FSC market and also share in the spoils of a price premium that they now receive for those for what they sell.
So if you're saying that your organization can help a very small business owner who's starting in the process of entering into this forestry sector, and they can become compliant without it being so onerous and so difficult.
That's correct, Odette. And let me give you another example. In the Matatiel area in the Eastern Cape, We've got wattle trees that have spread throughout the Malutis and then the Drakensberg, and it spoiled our environment to a large extent that we've got these exotic spreaders out there, the wattle trees. So what CMO has done there, also under the FSC label, and also in an affordable way, we've created local communities with partners that's helped us to uplift communities who want to become entrepreneurs. They're removing the wattle trees, they're converting it to charcoal, and that same charcoal is now also in the process of opening up the channels and selling it into the European market.
And we are a dry nation, so we can't do without charcoal.
Absolutely.
Charcoal is a thing. So Rian, from a marketing point of view, what should all marketers who are promoting products that stem from this process, what should they take care of? On the packaging, is there a mark that they need to include on the packaging? Is there a message that should be put on packaging so that consumers, when they're at the point of purchase, know that I'm buying responsibly?
That's 100% correct. Every product that has been certified will carry the mark.
So the consumer can go to the shelf, look at the packaging, look for the mark that says this is certified, and know that they can buy this product with clean conscience.
I would encourage every single consumer in South Africa to be more conscious about the FSC mark on charcoal products, on their cornflakes packs, on the toilet paper they buy. And once you start recognizing it, it actually changes the way we shop.
You know, from a marketing perspective, it's very difficult at the moment, and it's getting more difficult as we carry on, to enter the lucrative markets in the Northern Hemisphere without certification.
If somebody does want to get in touch, what do they do?
They contact us and we arrange what we call a very simple onboarding audit to make sure that they meet the minimum standards. And then we coach and we assist to ensure that they maintain those standards and that the certificate will not be withdrawn from them.
Oh, so it can be withdrawn?
Absolutely.
So do you check on it regularly to make sure that if it's certified today, it's still good tomorrow?
At least once a year, but if there's a higher risk, more frequently.
Okay.
And we do withdraw members. We take them off the scheme until they've sorted out their problems, and then they're welcome to come back, but no trading if they're not doing it. Because that consumer in Germany that's buying a pack of charcoal from the Malutis, he's buying it with a peace of mind that someone's checked it and that it meets the requirements of the FSC standard. So we are obliged to protect and nurture the FSC brand and what it stands for on the one hand, but on the other hand, uplift the communities to share in the spoils of the global market. And there's always a premium for FSC charcoal, about a 15% premium.
So not only can you do it responsibly, you can actually even earn a bit more money.
Yes.
Do you make it mandatory that that business supports the local community? So jobs come from that community, the community is involved, or sometimes proceeds from that business go back into the community in sort of a broad-based Black economic empowerment setup. Are you part of that whole process, or do you just advise that that is what needs to be done?
It seems like you already know the FSC standard very well, because that's exactly one of the clauses in the standard.
Oh, really?
That you are obliged to engage with local communities,
awesome.
That you are obliged to employ out of the local communities, and that your corporate social investment is done on a parity basis.
Right.
Also from a gender equality perspective, there's a clause that requires that, and therefore that you would like to see that women are also empowered, and some of our charcoal burners in Matat are women.
Music to my ears. Gentlemen, thank you so much. There you have it, South Africa. If you have an opportunity to participate in this sector, you should be contacting CMO. You need to make sure that your produce is properly certified. Not only will you be doing the community and the environment a big favor, your pocket could see an extra 15% revenue, and that's well worth looking into. Until next time.